If you're moving to the Treasure Valley, everybody wants to jump straight to the house. The price points, the square footage, the yard. But here's what years of helping people relocate has taught me: the house isn't what makes you happy, it's the area around it. And the areas we're going to talk about today, Boise, Meridian, Eagle, and Star, are four completely different ways of living. They sit within about 30 minutes of each other, but the day to day in each could not be more different. And picking the right one or the wrong one is the biggest reason people either love it here or never quite settle in. I'm going to give you the truth about each area: who thrives here, who ends up frustrated, and exactly what you're trading to live in each one. By the end, you'll know which one actually fits the life you're after. So let's get into it. Let's start with Boise itself, the anchor of the whole valley. And I'll be straight with you: Boise is the one place I can't give you one answer for, because it isn't one thing. It's big and it's really a collection of areas that each live completely different. That's not me dodging. That's the honest truth of Boise. So here's some context. Boise is by far the largest city in Idaho, home to roughly 240,000 people, and it anchors a metro area of over 750,000. It's grown a lot. It nearly doubled in size since 1990. And here's something interesting: in the last few years, Boise proper has actually leveled off while the surrounding suburbs have boomed. A big reason? Price. As Boise got more expensive, a lot of families started looking to Meridian and Star and beyond to get more home for their money. So, Boise has become the established, in demand core that everything else grew up around. Here's who thrives in Boise. If you want to be closest to the action, like the greenbelt, the downtown energy, the restaurants, and the culture, and you value being central over having the newest and biggest house, Boise is your spot. It's also the right call if you love established, tree lined, historic character over brand new construction. There is new construction, but it's not plentiful. And here's who gets tripped up: people assume Boise means one lifestyle. Then they're surprised to find some parts are walkable and urban, while others are quiet suburbia that feel nothing like downtown. So the mistake in Boise isn't choosing Boise, it's realizing you still have to choose which Boise. There are 8 distinct areas, each with its own personality and price point, which is exactly why I gave it its own video. So if you're serious about Boise, go watch Boise Isn't Just One City, where I break down all 8 so you can find your fit. So it comes down to this: in Boise, you'll often pay more per square foot and get an older or smaller home than you would in the suburbs. But what you're buying is location, character, and being in the middle of all the action. If that's what matters most to you, nothing else in the valley compares. If space and new construction are top of your list, one of the suburbs is probably calling. A quick hello if we haven't met. I'm Rebecca Lower, and not only do I bring over 10 years of experience to the table as a real estate agent, I've made this cross country move myself twice. So I know exactly how heavy it feels when you're trying to figure out from 1,000 miles away. Helping people figure out what a move to Boise looks like for them, well, that's what I do every week, and one of the things I love the most about my job. Let's get back to it. Next is Meridian, and if I had to sum it up in one word, it's convenience. Meridian is the family hub of the valley, and it's where a huge share of my relocating families land. Here's what surprises people most: Meridian used to be farmland, dairy country. Specifically, in 1990, it had fewer than 10,000 people, and then it took off. By 2020, it had grown to over 117 residents, making it the fourth fastest growing city in the entire country that decade. Today, it's home to roughly 135,000 people and Idaho's second largest city. That explosive growth is exactly why Meridian feels the way it does. So much of it is newer, built to keep up with everyone moving in. You'll find brand new construction right alongside more established neighborhoods, and the feel actually shifts depending on where you are in Meridian. Let me give you a few real examples. On the north side, there's Paramount, one of the most established and sought out communities in Meridian, a large master plan neighborhood with pools, parks, a clubhouse, and its own elementary school. The kind of place that holds its value and stays in demand. On the south side, there's Sky Mesa, a newer, low density community at just over 2 homes per acre, so you get real space and privacy, plus resort style amenities, two infinity edge pools, a clubhouse, sport courts, fields, a park, and almost 5 miles of walking paths. And then there's Inspirada, which is a brand new community and still being built out. It's a 124-acre community with over 10 acres of open space, a community pool, a clubhouse. So, if you want the newest of the new, Inspirato might be a good choice for you. The people who thrive in Meridian want newer construction and everything else close. The shopping, the parks, the schools, the restaurants, all just a few minutes away. People settle in fast here because it's built around all the conveniences. If you're looking for space, acreage, and being removed from the hustle and bustle, Meridian might not be where you want to settle. It's growing fast, so you live in constant construction and the traffic that comes with it. Now, Eagle. This one has a completely different feel. Eagle's the upscale, established side of the valley, a little slower, a little more polished, with a storybook downtown and more room between homes. And like Meridian, Eagle has grown up fast. Back in 1990, it was a small town, just over 3,000 people. Today, it's home to more than 30,000. As it expanded, it became the Valley's premier address, and today it's the most expensive city in the entire Treasure Valley. The median sold price as of June 2026 was $999,000, and plenty of the foothill and river properties run well past $1 million. Eagle has both mature, established neighborhoods and brand new construction still going on. So you've got a range. But when we're talking Eagle, we're really talking luxury. Take Terra View, a waterfront community built around lakes and private beaches, a resort style pool, and a clubhouse. Or Dry Creek Ranch, known for its larger estate lots. Some of the original lots were a full acre, though the newer construction is running closer to a half an acre. They have an equestrian setup, riding trails, and access to the Eagle Bike Park. Now, here's the flip side. Eagle is popular and it's still expanding, so getting to your everyday conveniences like the village, the bigger shopping, Costco, usually means traveling Eagle Road, one of the most congested corridors in the whole valley. So it comes down to what you're after. If you want larger lots, higher end homes, and a quieter upscale setting, and the price range works for you, Eagle delivers like nowhere else in the valley. If those aren't your priorities, another area will likely fit you better. And finally, Star. Star is the fastest growing city in the entire state right now, and its story is a lot like the others, just earlier in the timeline. Not long ago, it was basically a drive through town on the way to somewhere else. Around the 2000s, it had fewer than 2,000 people, and today it's pushing past 13,000 and climbing fast. You can really feel it's coming into its own, and it's gone from having almost nothing to multiple grocery stores, new restaurants, amenities that were never even out there before. But what makes Star special is that farmland meets new construction. The heart of the city is newer subdivisions and neat neighborhoods, but head toward the edges and it turns rural fast. You'll see brand new homes sitting right alongside horse property and working farms. And while you can find acreage in other parts of the valley too, in Star, that rural character is still really the backbone of the place. The communities here also deliver a lot more for the money. There's Heron River, an upscale master plan community right along the Boise River, with more than 75 acres of protected open space. It also offers a clubhouse with a pool, gym, tennis and sport courts, fishing ponds, greenbelt paths, and even its own little village center with shops and dining, all walkable to downtown Star. Then there's River Park Estates with a pool and clubhouse, private access to the Boise River, and an oversized pond that you can fish or paddleboard on. Here's who thrives in Star. It's the buyer who wants room to breathe, a bigger lot, maybe space for a shop or a toy or two, and a genuine small town everybody knows everybody feel. Very often, it's someone bringing a remote income or out of state equity, so they're not tied to daily downtown commute. They fall in love with the quiet, the space, and the value, and they don't look back. And here's who ends up frustrated, because I'd rather tell you now. If you want to run to the store on a whim, meet friends downtown twice a week, or you've got a daily commute into the heart of Boise, Star will test your patience. It's the farthest west of these four, and the distance is real. The good news is Highway 16 corridor is being built to help with exactly that. But for now, the people who regret Star almost always underestimated how much time they'd be spending in the car. Star gives you the most room and the most value of anywhere we've talked about. If convenience is what you need, you'll feel the distance every day. So, how do you actually pick? Get clear on the lifestyle, your deal breakers, and the overall pace of life you're looking to live. My goal was to give you a clear overview of the areas: Boise, Meridian, Eagle, and Star. Be on the lookout for upcoming videos where I deep dive into the top neighborhoods of each of these cities, the builders, the amenities, the price points, all of it, so you can really zero in once you know which area fits. And if you'd like a head start, I put together a free Treasure Valley relocation guide. It's linked right below, and it covers the top 10 cities in the valley. If you'd like to talk through which area actually fits you, reach out anytime. No pressure, just a real conversation. And with that, I'll see you on the next one.